good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. Now in this video today we are going to be going over the top 10 centers in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now what does this mean? Because there is current gen, is next gen. So this is kind of a combination of both, but it's mostly going to be based off of current gen. And the reason I say that is because that's what I play most, right? So I don't know as much about next gen. And so that's kind of the tough predicament that, I mean, it kind of puts me in, is it's like there's basically two separate games and I got to do a breakdown of them combined in this one video. So that is part of what's going to be going on today. Also remember, this is my list. So there might be a guy that you guys love that I do not love and I don't think is a top 10 center. Again, it's just part of my kind of top 10 list, and I'm going to be going over each and every one of my top 10 players or top 10 centers in NBA 2K21. But before we dive into who is at number 10, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we're now on the road to 60,000 subscribers. Starting the list off at number 10 for me is Galaxy Opal Spencer Haywood. So it came down on my list to Pau Gasol or Spencer Haywood. And for me, it wasn't really close. You guys can do your own comparison and you guys can honestly choose whoever you want. Pau Gasol on next gen probably does have this slight edge, but I promise you on current gen, Spencer Haywood is that much better. 6'8", 7'1" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere but that left hash, and that's so important that he has one from the top of the key and right hash. 58 total badges on his base card, 83 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 91 speed ball, 93 speed acceleration, as well as a 91 lateral quickness. And it's just incredible at really everything he does. Like, this card does not get talked about nearly enough. I'm pretty sure DBG put him at like C or B tier on his center tier list, and I just absolutely disagree. Like, Spencer Haywood is so elite. Has the Hall of Fame showtime. Shooting wise, you can even give him range extender. Like, mine doesn't even have range extender, hot zone hunter, or flexible. But if you give him all of that, let's say for example, we want to make Spencer Haywood the best he could possibly be, right? Let's just say, for example, we do that. Let's give him that, and let's not even go with the you know what? Let's not even go with the best coach in the game. Let's just go with D'Antoni, because this is what I would run. 92 3-ball, 99 driving dunk. You got a 97 speed. Like, what more could you possibly want? Hall of Fame quick first step, has him pluggable, incredible in the defensive end. I'm telling you guys right now, Spencer Haywood is that good. Great tendencies. Sigs wise, I don't mind his jump shot 4 on quick. Like, I've got that release timing down. Maybe it's the upper release that is so elite. I don't know. Pro 3 size up escapes. Pro 3 moving behind the back. This card is slept on in the community, and I promise you, he is so elite. Now, 8 through 10 for me was very difficult because Sabonis and even Spencer Haywood, I went back and forth on because I truly do not know who is better between them. But I got Sabonis one step above him at number 9, 6'11", 6'10", wingspan, hotspots from everywhere, pretty similar badge-wise. Now, what Sabonis lacks, I'll kind of explain it. He has a 94 3-ball, gold showtime, shooting-wise is incredible. Next-gen-wise, Sabonis is better than Spencer Haywood, and it's not very close. And so that's why he's one step ahead. Honestly, current gen wise, give me Spencer Haywood, but just combining the two, you got to give this slight edge to Sabonis. Is a little bit taller, has the Hall of Fame steady on next gen, his blinders, has half range, pretty knocked down, 87 speed, 85 lateral quickness, so not quite as good as Spencer as far as those are concerned. He is a little bit taller and a little bit wider player model, so you just, ultimately, it's very close. Jump shot 10 isn't nearly, at least on current gen, as good as Spencer's. On next gen, it's just fine. Pro 3 sides of escape, his dribble sticks aren't really incredible, but in the pick and pop game, Sabonis is going to be able to hold his own. As far as ball handling is concerned, again, going to be very solid. His release definitely leaves a little bit to be desired, but I'm a pretty big fan of Sabonis. I don't currently run him on my squad, but if you run him and you have success with him, especially next gen wise, I would not blame you to run this card. When I say I struggled ranking these cards 8 through 10, I still don't know if Cat is better than Spencer Haywood. But here's the thing, on next gen specifically, I like Karl-Anthony Towns. I've used the card on next gen and I really do like him. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. I like him on current gen too. Has hotspots from everywhere outside of the top of the key. 27 Hall of Famers. Comes with a 93 3-ball, 90 driving dunk. The only thing you can say about this card is his ball handle is just that little bit low. But it does not matter because he has gold unpluckable. Yes, he can't snatch. He can't peek. He can't do those little things. But what he lacks in those, he has an 87 speed, 85 lateral quickness, very, very solid. And the big thing, Hall of Fame showtime, Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame quick first step, and defensively is that little bit better than Sabonis. So again, I think you can make the debate that Sabonis is better than Cat. You can make the debate that Spencer Haywood is better than Cat. Heck, if you want to throw Pau Gasol in this list, I'm not going to blame you because I think he is about to the level of these types of players. I just don't like Pau Gasol nearly as much as a guy like Spencer Haywood. 95 driving dunk, decent enough defensive tendencies. Release-wise, it's one that you got to get down. I feel like on next gen, it's a lot easier to green with than on current gen. Pro 3 size of escape. Honestly, I'm a big Cat guy. You guys know that. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm not. Karl-Anthony Towns coming in at number 8 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 7 for me is Galaxy Opal Hakeem Olajuwon. 7 feet tall, 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from both corners. Now, I've heard that Hakeem on next gen is super, super elite. Now, I haven't really used Hakeem on next gen to know, but that's what I've heard. So if he's that elite on next gen, and I personally like him on current gen still, that he is very, very solid. Now, is he worth the price that he ultimately goes for? I don't think so, because I don't think he's that much better than my guys 8 through 10. But nonetheless, Hakeem is very, very solid. You look at the card, 88 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, can handle the ball. I would definitely give him the speed with ball handle shoe if you can. 86 speed, 88 lateral quickness. Those stats don't look that great. But then you look at it, Hall of Fame showtime, has range extender, incredible. Hall of Fame catch and shoot corner specialist, Hall of Fame post spin technician, gold quick first step, and unpluckable. Now the gold quick first step, yeah, he has quick first step, but I do wish that was on Hall of Fame. And then defensively, obviously, with the Hall of Fame interceptor, intimidator, clamps, box, heart crusher, rim protector, and tireless defender, he is very, very solid. It's just honestly preference when you get to this point in these types of cards. You can make the debate that Hakeem's a little outdated considering the card came out almost 2 months ago. But I'd argue that and say Hakeem is still really like that. Like if you like Hakeem Olajuwon, you can definitely still rock the card in any type of setting, whether you're in a comp type game, current gen, next gen. No matter what Hakeem Olajuwon can rock out, he really can. Set shot 18 on quick. Not a release I love, but definitely greenable, no doubt about it. Hakeem Olajuwon, for guys that like him, is very, very solid, and I can't wait for the Dark Matter Keem. Coming in at number 6 for me, one step up ahead of Hakeem Olajuwon, is Galaxy Opal Moses Malone. 6'10", 7'2" wingspan, hot spots from both corners, and that right slot. Now, the reason I have Moses one step higher is because in the 250K tournament, I ran Moses Malone over Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, that was kind of a last minute change, I guess you could say. Maybe it wasn't last minute, but I had to decide whether I wanted to run Moses Malone or Hakeem Olajuwon. It was last minute. It definitely was because the season dropped literally that day. So yeah, Moses Malone was my backup center over Hakeem Olajuwon. Looking at Moses here, 85 3 ball. Yes, I know that's not incredible, but what is incredible is his jump shot. Jump shot 31 on quick. Eddie Jones release is just absolutely butter. 85 driving dunk, 87 speed ball, 83 ball handle, 89 speed acceleration, as well as an 87 lateral quickness. So comes with the Hall of Fame showtime catch and shoot corner specialist. You're gonna have to obviously put that range extender on him. Now he has Hall of Fame quick first step, also comes with the unpluckable, and then defensively is just that little bit better badge wise than Hakeem the Dream. So what it really comes down to is Hakeem has a little better player model, a little wider, but Moses Malone can handle it a little bit better, has a better release, and honestly badge wise is way better than Hakeem the Dream. But tendency wise, you guys couldn't want more. Sig wise, again, with that jump shot 31 in the pick and pop game was absolutely incredible for me. I didn't even put a 3-point shoe on him. I think I put a ball handle shoe on him, and I was still basically lights out with Moses Malone, with his shooting badges, with the Hall of Fame catch and shoot quarter specialist. You should not miss that many shots. Moses Malone coming in at number 6 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 5 for me is very tough, because my thing is this. 5 through 1 is just so tough because there are some people that think Jokic is the top 3 center in the game. But for me personally, I don't think he is quite to that level. 7 foot tall, 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere outside the 3-point line. 93 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 87 speed ball, 86 ball, 93 speed acceleration with an 83 lateral quickness. Now maybe that's the holdback for me, is the 83 lateral quickness from him being higher. But other than that, stat-wise is incredible. I think it's the 83 lateral quickness combined with the set shot 14. Now, I can't be too against the set shot 14 because we do have Kevin Garnett in the game, and, I'll make it work with KG. But Jokic is very solid. There's no doubt about it. Stat-wise, there's not much more you could want. Badge-wise, has Hall of Fame showtime, half range, catch and shoot, volume shooter, He does not have Hall of Fame quick first step though. So that's another kind of thing, not that I'm worried about, but that is noticeable, is the no Hall of Fame quick first step. Does have gold unpluckable. And then the lack of Hall of Fame defensive badges as well is not a red flag necessarily, but it's something that you want to know, right? That he's not necessarily complete on the defensive end. But overall, offensively, he is very, very complete. There's not much more you could want. Tendency, he's pretty solid. 97 contest shot, 97 block shot. Tendency, obviously the set shot 14. I'll say this. I'm not a super huge fan of Jokic, but if you know how to make him work, guys, he could be a top 3 center in the game, no doubt about it. Coming in one step above Jokic for me at number 4 on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis. Now, my Anthony Davis was a little bit different in 250K. He had like 30 or something Hall of Fame badges. So obviously I need to go back to square one and look at the base Anthony Davis card. 6'10", 7'5" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere outside the 3-point line. Comes with 21 Hall of Famers, 33 on gold, 89 3 ball, 88 driving dunk, 81 2 ball, 84 ball handle, 87 speed, as well as an 85 lateral quickness. So stat wise, guys, quite honestly, if you want me to be 100% honest with you, stat wise, he doesn't really compare to Jokic. He just doesn't. Stat wise, Jokic blows him out of the water. As well as he only has gold showtime. I get it, the hot zone hunter is a great badge, corner specialist, gold range extender, only gold catch and shoot though. But the Hall of Fame quick first step is a badge that is very, very important. But you could kind of combat that argument and say, okay, but Jokic does have unpluckable. So, you know, it's just kind of give some, take some defensively. There's no doubt about it. Anthony Davis on the defensive end is a lot better just because of these badges. You look at Jokic's badges compared to Anthony Davis's, and there's no question about it. Tendency wise, both Jokic and AD have incredible tendencies. The big thing for me is I love Anthony Davis's release a lot more than Jokic's, and that's why, quite honestly, on current gen at least, I have AD higher. Next gen, you could make the case that Jokic is higher, because I think set shot 14 is just that little bit better on next gen specifically. It's just really preference, guys. I prefer Anthony Davis one step ahead of Jokic. Now, in my opinion, there's a pretty big gap between my top 3 and the rest of the field. Now, that's my opinion. A lot of people would have Jokic above Dirk, but this is my list, and my top 3 definitely have a pretty big gap. Looking at Dirk here, 7 feet tall, 7'3" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere on the court, 29 Hall of Famers, 29 gold badges. You know who else has those? The same badge count. I'm not comparing the cards, but Spencer Haywood has that many badges. Looking at Dirk here, 95 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 89 speed ball, 86 ball, 91 speed acceleration, as well as an 86 lateral quickness. So the big thing that I think for Dirk Nowitzki that he needs, guys, quite honestly, if you give him D'Antoni and if you give him these shoes right here, guys, this card is absolutely elite with those things, right? You give him a little bit of a bump on the speed, you give him a little bit of a bump on the just defensive stats, and there's not much more you can want from Dirk Nowitzki. Hall of Fame showtime, range, catch and shoot, corner specialist, dead-eye flexible, Hall of Fame quick first step, gold unpluckable, defensively very, very solid, definitely better than Jokic on the defensive end of the court. I don't think anybody's gonna argue that. And the thing is, the thing I love about Dirk is I love his release. Like, a lot of people might not love jump shot 94, but if you like Colin Sexton's release, you're gonna like Dirk's release. The upper does take a little bit of getting used to, but I just don't even think it's close. When you compare Dirk to the rest of the field that we have covered so far, Dirk is definitely that step above. Tendency wise, incredible. Sigs wise, again, like I said, that release is absolutely stellar. I love Dirk Nowitzki. If I had enough MT, he will be on my squad, no doubt about it. Maybe I'll start playing the game a little bit more, and if I do that, Dirk Nowitzki will be one of my top 2 centers. Coming in at number 2 for me on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal Spotlight Sim Completion Reward, Wes Unseld. Now, Wes gives you something completely different. Remember, this is only the primary center list, so that means Wes is going to be interesting, right? He's only 6'7", 6'10" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere, and I would definitely not recommend playing Wes at center. I would recommend playing him at that power forward position. Does come with a 93 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 92 speed ball, 86 ball, 93 speed acceleration, as well as a 92 lateral quickness. So stat wise, guys, you couldn't want more out of Wes Unseld. Comes with Hall of Fame showtime, range extender, catch and shoot, corner specialist. Comes with gold flexible. Obviously, you probably want to put dead on him. Playback wise, Hall of Fame unpluckable, quick first step, including the Hall of Fame dimer, which for Unseld is very, very important if you do run him. If you do decide to run him at that point center position, and then defensively, he's going to be able to hold his own. Even if you do want to run Wes at center, you can definitely get by with it. I wouldn't recommend it because I like Wes at power forward. But if you do want to run him at center, you could be a cheese ball and do that as well. Tendency wise for Unseld, literally some of the best tendencies in the game. Kobe's release on quick, pro 2 sides of escape, pro 5 moving behind the back. Guys, current gen, next gen, it doesn't matter. Wes Unseld is absolutely incredible. Tendency, stat, SIGs wise, there's not much more you could want. The only downfall, the only argument you can make is, okay, he's only 6'7". That's fine. Run him at power forward, and you get yourself one of the top power forwards in NBA 2K21. Coming in as my top center in NBA 2K21 is Galaxy Opal David Robinson. Now, this was an easy one for me to decide. It's not like Wes Unseld is super close to D-Rob just because he's not. I mean, 7'1", 7'5" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 93 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 89 speed ball, 86 ball handle, 91 speed acceleration, was a 90 lateral quickness. Now, Hall of Fame Showtime combined with the gold range Hall of Fame catch and shoot corner specialist is very, very solid. Combine that with quick first step, unpluckable, and the fact that he's 7'1", you're looking at an absolute cheese ball. Now, the best thing about D-Rob is his defense, right? You look at his defense, I think he's got 14 total Hall of Fame defensive badges. Everything he needs, especially on the interior, and that's what I'm saying. At 7'1", with just kind of the way D-Rob is, the defensive badges, he is going to be absolutely incredible. Now, how big is the gap between a guy like David Robinson compared to Wes Unseld, Dirk? I don't think it's as big as a lot of people are making it out to be. Like, even if you compare D-Rob right now to this Dirk Nowitzki, I mean, yes, David Robinson does give you a little bit more through and through. But I mean, if you look at the stats, you could make the argument that Dirk stat-wise is a little bit better. It's just defensively, D-Rob gives you a little bit more. That's just all there is to it. But stat-wise, badge-wise, there's not that much difference in which I'm going to say David Robinson's worth grinding for. He is absolutely incredible. I love his release. I love his player model. And I just love the fact that he is David Robinson and what he does give to you guys. But let me know if you guys agree that if David Robinson is the top center in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, because I'm intrigued as well. And let me know, 2 through 10, was I spot on? Do you think Jokic deserved to be higher? Let me know that down below in the comments, guys, because I'm sure you guys don't have the exact same opinions as me. Did I miss anybody off the list outside of Pau Gasol? I already know you guys are going to be upset about that. Let me know how good Pau Gasol is. Where would he be ranked on your list, guys? Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.